What's up, guys? Keyshawn Chia here, back at you with another alternate universe. What if? And this is going to be part 7 of What If Naruto Was the Harem God. Now, due to y'all people asking for high demand and asking for a part 7, because we all know what we're here for. We're here for the details, for the, what's going to happen, this spicy stuff, and this pretty much good what if. And titties and ass and stuff, but forget all that. Let's pretty much continue the what if. Now, I'm not gonna do a quick recap. We're just gonna go right in. If you want to know what happened to part 6, please watch it and then come back to this because it won't go anywhere. Now, pretty much, we start with Naruto pretty much in his uh in his house in his big house, you could say, in the Leaf Village, because they had to upgrade it for the women that's staying in there. Now Naruto pretty much is laying in bed, pretty much waking up, and all the girls, in, you could say, Kisame, Itachi, Sasuke, Hinata, Sakura, and also so forth, all the girls are pretty much laying in the bed with Naruto. Now Naruto pretty much gets up and begins to get dressed and begins to walk. You could say walk out and get some fresh air. Now, Naruto begins to go to Lady Tsunade. Well, go to the Hokage office and begins to talk to Lady Tsunade. Now, Lady Tsunade is basically talking to Naruto about the great ninja war that's about to happen because Obito have initiated on it, and his army will be coming at the same village to pretty much to attack and to decimate pretty much to try to destroy any other village. That's, you could say, with the leaf. Now, Naruto is pretty much talking to Lady Tsunade and saying that he won't let that happen and he's going to make sure to handle it. Now we switch to Obito and Orochimaru Apprentice. Now, they're pretty much talking before the plan and stuff, and Orochimaru Apprentice, pretty much, he has the DNA and stuff to bring the dead in. Also is saying, you got the sacrifice, which Obito says, yeah, of course. And we're just gonna say these are some couple powerful rogue ninjas and stuff, and they pretty much sacrificed them. Now, this is where they're bringing back the dead and stuff, like Madara and other Hokages from other villages and stuff, and of course the Raikage. Now, this is where Obito says, "Well, it's time for everybody to get going. Then, to get ready and get going." Which Madara, of course, is saying, "Of course," and they begin to head to the battlefield. Now, this is where Naruto is pretty much getting ready and stuff, and all the women, you could say, like Kisame, Itachi, Kiba, not Kiba, Kisame, Hidan, and also the other Akatsuki members, like Deidara. Yeah, pretty much all the women, you could say. Now, they're all heading to the battlefield. Now, this is where Naruto tells them to, stay here and make sure to keep the village safe, just in case if anything happens, and they're saying, okay, you could say. Now, Naruto is heading there. Yeah, Naruto is pretty much heading there. And this is where, you could say the fight is already happening and started stuff, and you could say the Death Figures is having a battle and stuff, and the other Hokage is having a fight too with the dead ones. Now, this is where everything goes as usual, the same, until Naruto comes in. Now, this is where Madara is whooping ass, beating people down to the ground and stuff, and showing no mercy. And if you're asking, is this a male Madara? Yeah, it's a male Madara. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty much a male Madara. Like, yeah, it's a male Madara. Is it gonna get spicier? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But let's continue going. Pretty much, Madara, the female Madara, is pretty much whooping everybody's ass. Throwing explosions and all that stuff. This is where Naruto comes in, and this is where the Raikage sends Madara up, and Naruto hits female Madara with a big giant ball of pure QB Chalker Rasengan at Madara, which it doesn't work, and she ends up somewhere else, which Naruto is confused of what the hell just happened. Now this is where female Madara drops down the meteor, the first meteor, and this is where everybody, catches the first one, and think it's over. This is where until female Madara smiles and says, "What about the second one?" And it comes down and crashes down and pretty much creates a bigger. Now, a lot as usual, everybody loses their lives and stuff, and a couple of people is down and stuff. Now this is where Madara begins to say, "Is this it?" Which Naruto appears at Madara and the other Tetsuyu and sends a Rasengan, sending them flying out the area. You could say destroying them. Now, here's when Naruto is, taking a breather and saying, and this is where Obito shows herself again and begins to combat Naruto. Now, this is where the fight commits as the same as usual. This is where Naruto begins to about to throw Rasengan down at Obito's back, which it wasn't about to happen until Naruto disappears and throws a front Rasengan at Obito's face, sending her flying out the whole area. And they pretty much retreat, which the Great Ninja War is over. You could say at least. Now, Naruto's pretty much heading on, and all the girls are running up to him, thanking him, pretty much asking if he's alright and stuff, which Naruto's saying yeah, and all that stuff. Now, this is where the girls are saying, do you still have enough energy to pretty much, have the surprise we have for you, which Naruto says, oh, I definitely have enough energy. Now, this is going to be in detail, because might as well, because we're already through the non-detail out the window, so let's go. So, Naruto, for the surprise, all the girls are dressing up in, hot outfits and stuff, and showing their titties and vagina and stuff. This is where Naruto does, you could say, do shadow clone jutsu and begins to have sex with all of them. Pretty much plowing them, grabbing their titties and stuff, and going in and out, pretty much making them all moan and stuff. Now, if you want to know how loud it is, it's pretty much loud that you could say you could say half of the village can hear of the moans, and everybody's getting turned on. Now, the village who can hear is pretty much getting turned on because ear moan that the girls make can have all the girls get attracted to Naruto. That's how powerful he is. Now, as Naruto pretty much is about to nut, he pretty much nuts in all of them. And they're pretty much all laying with Naruto in the bed. Now, we're going to switch pretty much to... we're pretty much going to switch to Obito. And this is where Obito is saying, I'm about to complete this, it's time. I pretty much prepare to war. Well, the final act. We're just gonna do a little bit skip and do a final act. Now, this is where all the villages and stuff and clans are working together to pretty much to head out to stop Obito. Now, Obito is pretty much is doing the symbol statue and pretty much doing all the chakra and stuff, and activating and stuff. Now, this is where shit gets out of hand part happens, and Obito pretty much unleashed the 10 tails. Now, Obito is pretty much trying to control the 10 tails, but you could say the 10 tails chakra, even if it's a half 10 tails, the chakra is still overwhelming, we're going to say at least. But female Obito is handling it and also, commencing about. Now, Gar with her 1 tails and the rest of the 10 tails that's still alive, and it's helping out, fighting the little white sensu dudes and stuff, and also you could say Madara is in there having a fight. So it's just a big battlefield, which half the Kosuke members like Kisame Hidan and also Itachi and Deidara. They're helping out and stuff, and Naruto is basically having a fighting and stuff. Now, this is where you could say Obito turns into the Ten Tails. I mean, well, fused in with the Ten Tails and becomes one. Now, Naruto and Obito they're having their fight and stuff, and Naruto's pretty much like acting, well, pretty much talking to Naruto. Sorry if I'm skipping out, my bad. This had to sneeze, but pretty much, yeah. Naruto is pretty much yelling at Obito, saying why are you doing this? And pretty much Obito, she's explaining that she lost her friend. You could say her friend Ren, her friend Ren, and when she witnessed that female Kakashi kills Ren. And it's not as a love affection thing, but more as that was my more like sister, and she was a part of the group, and you just killed her, kind of way. Which Naruto can continue fighting and stuff. Now, this is where Naruto pretty much runs up, and sorry that I had to pause the video. I had to do something for my nana, but let's continue. Pretty much, Naruto is having a battle and stuff, and they're pretty much having their comeups and stuff. And this is where Naruto and Obito they pretty much have their fight, and they're getting sent flying. Well, they're pretty much fighting somewhere else. Now, this is where Naruto pretty much says, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do it, and pretty much runs at Obito. And this is where he dodges the attack and kisses Obito. Now, Obito is pretty much trying to back up from the kiss, but pretty much Naruto pulls her in and continues to kisses Obito. Now, Naruto's healing, you could say he's healing wounds, and also you could say locking her so she can pretty much serve him and also stop the fighting. Now, Naruto's pretty much giving the taco speech and stuff and saying this is not the way to stuff, and she still have a choice to come back to the village. And this is where Obito is blushing and stuff. Now, this is where you could say Madara comes in, and he does his whole attack thing, and he already got the DNA from Orochimaru. I mean, the first Hokage, and already takes and you could say takes the Ten Tails from Obito, from Obito, which Obito, she hits down the ground, passed out. Well, you could say passed out, and this is where Madara, female Madara, takes the whole Ten Tails and, turns into that form, the Sage, or the Gensu form. Now, this is where Madara shoots, this is where Madara shoots Naruto in the heart. Pretty much in the heart. And killing Naruto. And Naruto hits the ground, which Obito looks at Naruto down to the ground, pretty much out. Which also Sasuke runs in and says Naruto, screaming out his name and crying. Which all the girls saw that Naruto pretty much got hit, and they're much pissed and tight from what happened. And Sasuke, she's about to, you could say, run in and do something, which Madara pushes her away. Now, we switch to Naruto, and Naruto's pretty much, you could say, about to head up until the Sage of Sister acts intervene. Now, Naruto's talking to him, and, the whole speech happened, but this is where the Sage Path gives him the moon and the sun, and gives him master chakra boost, which he's already have enough chakra, but he got much more chakra, so he ain't running out of chakra for days. Now, this is where the Sage Path says, well, do your thing, and pretty much this is where Naruto throws a massive, you could say, a Biju Rasengan at Madara. Now, she gets hit as usual in the anime and gets sent flying, which this is where Naruto says, shit, I really thought that would work. And his Naruto hair begins to grow longer in his eyes because to turn red. Now, Naruto is not turning into to the Sage mode. He's turning into a different form that doesn't require Sage mode. It's kind of like forming, like a chakra thing forming around him, but much powerful. Now, this is where Naruto begins to say, alright, let's go then, and begins to charge at Madara. Now, this is where Madara and Naruto has their fight and stuff, and this is where Naruto is kicking Madara ass and stuff. Now, this is where Naruto kicks Madara down to the ground, and this is where Madara, forms those ghosts or visible ghost thing, and it begins to charge at Naruto. Now, Naruto is pretty much make his clones, and he's kicking the clones' ass. Now, this is where Madara, as she's stalling time, does the tree thing, and does all that stuff. Now, the ninjas who gets trapped by it, like Kisame and all of them, they all got trapped and stuff, and gets absorbed by the tree. And the tree starts blooming in the red moon and all that. Now, this is where Madara, of course, gets betrayed, and we're going to say this is where Obito is, getting possessed by the shadow thing, and pretty much revive Kagami? Yeah, I think. And she pretty much be revived. Now, this is where she sees Naruto and Sasuke, and pretty much saying, basically saying, my son and daughter. Which, this is where Naruto begins to push her back and says, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to be stopped, in which Sasuke and pretty much Naruto works together to pretty much trying to take her out. Now, the fight goes as usual, but this time Naruto is much stronger, and he begins to hit her with a Master Rasengan, Shuriken. Now, this is where she shoots her, you could say, rod sting, or needle things that can kill you and make you rust. And this is where Kakashi and Obito is about to jump in to sacrifice themselves, which this is where Naruto says, I don't think so, and pretty much Blitz pushed both of them by the side and takes, and you could say Blitz both of the symbol things and grabs them and pretty much breaks them. Now, this is where Naruto says, alright, this is it, and pretty much blitzes Kaguya and touches her and pretty much seals her away. Now, everything is, you could say, all good and stuff, and everybody's excited and stuff. Now, this is where Naruto does the jutsu thing and pretty much forms it, and got everybody from waking up and stuff, and pretty much pieces all settled. Now, this is where Naruto is heading back to the village, which this is where Itachi, this is where Sakura is clinging on to Naruto, saying, so, Naruto, are you going to fulfill your dream to become the Hokage? And also, are we going to get married first? Which, this is where Sasuke, she says, no, we're going to get married first at our wedding ceremony, and then you can have yours. And then this is where Itachi, she's blushing and also, grabbing onto Naruto, which Kisame saying, sorry, but I'm first, ladies, with her shark ways. And then this is where Deidara and then all the girls are coming in to cling onto Naruto. Now, this is where Naruto's saying, oh boy. Now, this is part 7 of What If Naruto Was the Harem God. If you like, leave a like, comment down below, and all that stuff. Now, if you want me to do the Naruto last movie, just comment it down below, and I will do it. And I might put the series up forward and, continue with the Boruto series, which, but yeah, I will continue with it if you want me to. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.
It looks like you lost another one.